dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and a yard. Now it's Graham. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Graham here from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Graham going to set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down, Arizona.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Bates. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bates. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Graham to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Graham on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And take it right on the 30. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
17 yards. And the Cardinal 1st down.
Go, let's go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
At the 43-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
1st down, Cardinals.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Derek Hall. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Rolling to his right. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Out of the shotgun, Graham. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2. Now Graham. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Into space at the 45. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Graham going to look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Second and 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Play action. It's Graham. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to quote-unquote hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Oh.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Graham to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 3rd down from the gun, Graham. He'll find Metcalf. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing to start the drive. Bates. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reek Williams. And the return this time.
That was a terrible fucking play call. Terrible. I don't know how I did that.
But that's when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And
I don't know why he did
he
that
shouldn't have
shit.
thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Gets a pick up at 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. From the gun, it's Graham. He completes this to Walker. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. Giving the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out.
They would have to set up a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 24 now, here's second and 6. Back to throw. Graham. Smith and Jigbo hauling down the outrun. And they do get him down, but now the Phillies able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now a third and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. And he will take this one for a Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And he's got it. So the try for 2 is successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Here's a 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Well, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 30. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Shrugs him off. Good coverage there. Holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away in the 4th. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
It looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and it was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got more time to work it out with the doctor.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bates. This will be trapped on the line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Chubb running right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd down and 6 now. Chubb will get the call, running left.
Another miss.
Still on his feet, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 23-yard run. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Boy,
took that ride, didn't he?
Continuing to play this defense and surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, but my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true.
I ain't even gonna talk. Hell of respect for me. I won't even listen to nobody, cuz. You guys cancel out. That's not fair, though.
122 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
You gotta score.
Suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. They go play action with Graham. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Graham. That is caught. And he's going to have the Seahawks first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. They're making steady progress. I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
They let this motherfucker really catch this ball. Under pressure. Thank you. I was about to say, damn, I can't. He caught that? Thank you. Ball game.
Late in a tight game.
Oh, shit. Man, ain't catch that fucking ball. So let's go and get up out of here because these motherfuckers crazy in Seattle, man. We gonna go on back the other way.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now a 3rd and 6. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's able to break out 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And they will get this beyond the 50 before it's taken down. Well, it took us until the final play shot to officially decide a winner, although